Hey guys, how's it going? So, crypto market is recovering. We are not out of the woods yet, but I wanted to make a real quick video for you guys and talk about the fact that the blood in the streets is starting to diminish, if you will, whatever good visual works for you. Right now, crypto is down only down 3%, but it has bounced back. You may remember yesterday the overall crypto market capitalization that right now is 3,250,000,000,000. We did dip below that 3 trillion mark. So we've already clawed back $250 billion worth of market cap. And you can still see, there's definitely cryptos down, like Ethereum is still down 12%, XRP is down almost 9%, BNB 8.5%, Dogecoin 8.5%, Cardano down 11%. But the blood, if you will, seems to be lessening. Okay. So there's a couple of key things I need to make you aware of. Yesterday was on record one of the worst days ever in crypto as far as liquidations and long positions being wiped out. The Bybit CEO is estimating that the crypto market liquidations will likely reach $10 billion. That's never happened before. So that's interesting to kind of be aware of. It was a very brutal day, to say the least. Right now, the stock market. I made a video last night that was up almost all night. I was talking about the futures. And if you look over here on the right, so the Dow 30 is only down 134. The NASDAQ is only down 202. But these were down dramatically, much more earlier today. What does that mean? Well, I had said in an earlier video that, hey, look, because crypto had all day yesterday, Sunday, to be impacted by the tariff news about Trump imposing tariffs on Canada, Mexico, China, respectively, 25%, 25%, and then 10% on China. I had said, when we had seen what the fallout was of that, the fallout would just crush crypto yesterday. We lost about north of $500 billion at one point in market cap when we dipped all the way down below that $3 trillion mark. But I had also been watching the futures all night. So I did a video that launched around midnight last night and said, watching the futures, the Dow futures and the NASDAQ futures, these numbers right here, right over here on the right, Dow 30, NASDAQ, were down 600, 500, 600 respectively. So I had said, look, we need to watch stocks because we're going to see possibly a big, huge sell-off in the stock market. And that happened when the bell opened, but we've since come back a little bit. And now we're only down 134 and 181 on Dow and NASDAQ respectively. Also, I think it could be because of this. So this news just broke about 30 minutes ago. The Mexican president, Sheinbaum, says tariffs from the United States are now delayed for a month after discussion with President Trump. So I had also seen yesterday on Twitter that President Trump was scheduled to talk to Canada as well as Mexico today. You can see the result of this is that the United States has agreed to delay the tariffs for 1 month, obviously per this discussion with President Trump. Now, bottom line here, guys, and I said this in videos, Trump is using this as a method to level the playing field. There's obviously a lot of politics here. There's a lot of moving parts, these tariffs, and who did what or didn't and all that stuff. It's very complicated. And I'm not going to get into that with this video, but my point to you is that I think this is the reason you're seeing the markets bounce back a little bit. This is the reason that crypto has, come back and is only down 3-ish%, and why the stocks are only down, as much as they are, as we've talked about. But bottom line here, I want to make a point. We're not out of the woods yet. Okay. We've got some stuff that we need to be aware of as we roll forward. We could continue to see something maybe come out later today. It'd be interesting if we get a similar message from the Canadians as we got from the Mexican president about the fact that the tariffs might be delayed. Right, that could be something interesting to see and what that impact would be. I don't know what time or when Trump's supposed to talk to the Canadian government or what have you, but keep your eye out for that. Okay. Again, I kind of look at this as being cautiously optimistic. It looks like we might have averted a pretty nasty continuation of what we saw yesterday with crypto. It feels like we're getting a little bit better, and it's not as bad, as it could have been right this moment. Okay, so keep your eye on that. If you haven't already done so, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. On the subscribe, hit that bell notification. By the way, subscribing here on YouTube is free, by the way. It doesn't cost you anything. It just means you want to follow my content. Also, go check out my Twitter feed as well if you're interested over there, because I have a lot that I do over on Twitter. I'm trying to grow it as well. There's a link in my description to Twitter, so go give me a follow over there. Trying to grow that. But I talked a lot about this chart yesterday. Go check it out. It shows that a lot of retail sellers have been, selling when and that the retail is the blue line, and the red is the large investors, whales. They've been buying, so that was again, panic selling was what it was yesterday. It was 100% panic selling, predominantly on retail investors. Again, just you don't have to look much further than this chart to see that the retail, the larger investors, the institutions, the whales, they step in and buy on days like yesterday, right? That's what they do. Okay. So regardless, I wanted to kind of get you aware of everything. This also just broke, and I retweeted this. You can see I do a lot over on Twitter as well, so I retweet a lot of stuff and all that. But David Sachs, who is President Trump's AI and crypto czar, is going to host a press conference on tomorrow, in fact, at 2:30 Eastern, about digital assets and how America will secure its position as a leader. This is good news. We could see a bounce back from this as well. So with that, I appreciate you. Thanks for giving me a few minutes. Have a good one. More to follow as it's developing. I'll see you. Bye.